Film out a piece of your movie out of here. Where we're at.
Hello.
What's up, man?
Hey. Nice to see you.
Theo.
Man, how's it
What's
going?
up, man? JC.
Hello.
Good to meet you.
Right on. I'm not much of a sitter, Theo, if you want to.
No, I'm good. I'm staying
I don't know if you remember from the year back, Easy X was the Blitz. They went away, then they came back. It's now going to be RKZ.
Oh, right on.
And it's the Blitz again. Oh, my God.
Two. The Blitz.
All right. All right, it is a shower room that we are in. Kind of reminds us of Saw backstage at Rock on the Ring.
Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it?
Kind of creepy.
This is quite fitting.
Nice.
Rob Zombie going on stage, the main stage at 8:30 tonight. So great to see you. And first question I have for you, because I've been really excited, but Joey Jordison on drums. How did that all come about?
Well, that came about in a very strange way. Our drummer just left one day without any warning, as people do who are not loyal people.
Not bitter though, are you?
You know, scumbags do
F
often. And we called up Joey because we thought he would know some good drummers, but obviously we didn't think we weren't calling him for him to join. And John called him up and said, "Hey Joey, you know anybody?" He's like, "Yeah, me, I'll do it." And that was pretty much where it ended.
It's really cool.
And obviously, Hellbilly Deluxe too. What a killer record! It's like you never stopped making. You took a little time off, and it's just like you picked right back up, man. It's an amazing record.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that was an easy record to make. I mean, I made that before I did Halloween 2. We had had that in the can for a while, but yeah, we're gonna go back in and record some new songs real quick with Joey probably and keep going.
That's awesome. He's gonna be on the next record.
I don't know if he'll be on the next full record. I mean, he's into it, and we love playing with him. Obviously he's got other commitments, but he's gonna do the Mayhem tour with us for sure, and probably the next thing after that. But I don't know. I mean, he's got Murder Dolls and Slipknot and whatnot, so he's got other priorities.
So compared to the days of White Zombie and Solo, is there anything that you want to note, something the differences? Maybe is there anything about White Zombie days you kind of miss, or any idea of them maybe coming, you guys all getting back together and doing something?
There's nothing about it I miss, and it will never get back together. Sorry.
So obviously, the film career is as big as your record career. Is there anything you've reimagined Halloween? Is there a movie you're dying to get your hands on and reimagine, kind of Rob Zombie style?
No, not really. I really wasn't even dying to get my hands on Halloween, actually. That was just sort of a weird opportunity that came up. But no, I'd rather, stick to doing, not to say that the next thing that I do couldn't be a remake. I never know what it's going to be, but I would rather do original stuff just because,
Do you mind if I suggest, I think you should redo Never Ending Story. I really think you could put your tag on that. I think it'd be fantastic.
That's probably being done already. First I would have to see it.
Yeah, right.
So I heard that Tyrannosaurus Rex and the Blob is in pre-production. Is that true? And how's that going along?
Nothing's in pre-production right now. Nothing's true about the movies. I'm just on tour. We're going to be on tour for the rest of the year. And then I'll probably start a movie in 2011, but I don't know what it is yet, so nothing's going.
All right.
How about touring with the Gruesome Twosome tour? You and Alice Cooper, how's that been?
Well, that was awesome. Last night was actually our last show, and we'll probably do more because I think it's the most fun we ever had. I've toured with a lot of people over the years, and Alice is by far the coolest person I ever toured with. But also, he's really the only person I've ever toured with that was meaningful to me. You have other people that are your friends and stuff, but they weren't meaningful in any way. So, in Toronto, we went on stage together finally and played together, and it was amazing.
So with the release of Hellbilly Deluxe 2, future-wise, musically, what do we got from Rob Zombie to look forward to?
A lot of stuff. We're going to do a lot of work. We have a bunch of new songs we'll probably do coming out soon, and I don't know. This year's all touring. So we're going to do a lot of touring. And then, I'll stop probably next year and make a movie for a while, and then we'll jump right back into it. So.
I want to ask you one last question that came to mind just as you were speaking. When you're out on the road, do you stop in cities and use studios to drop tracks of any sort? Not drop trowel, but drop tracks of any sort. Or do you tend to just kind of save it up and then use it when you get back home?
We usually don't do any writing of any sort on tour. It's really hard because you kind of roll in, you sound check, you eat dinner, and then you're on stage, and then you're exhausted. And on days off, you really, it's hard. We write fast, but we don't actually, until we go into the studio and say, okay, we're making a record, we really don't do anything. It's just hard to get into that groove. Maybe some other people do, but by the time we got to a town and found a studio, we'd be like, we gotta go.
Let's do it.
So, we don't bother.
Well, I heard you just had lunch. What did you have lunch?
What did I have? I don't know, some kind of pasta or something.
Energy
Pretty
for
memorable, huh?
later.
Yeah, I can't even remember already.
8:30 main stage. We will see Rob Zombie backstage, and it's Rock on the Range 2010 with Theo, JC, Rob Zombie, and myself, Ronnie Hunter with the Blitz.
Right on.